Did you know that the Nike Winflo series has been a staple in the running community for over a decade? Of course, version 11, that's 11 years running, with hundreds of thousands or even millions of pairs of these shoes has been sold. Now, this has helped so many runners out there achieve their running goals over the years. And with each new iteration, Nike continues to innovate and push the boundaries of performance shoes. Fellow runners, Dr. CY, the running doc, is here again, and today I want to share my experience running in the latest version of the Winflo series, the Nike Winflo 11. Now, I started running in the Winflo from the version 9, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I found them to be nicely cushioned, very soft. The version 10 was even better, and now we've gotten to the version 11. And once again, Nike has drummed up some changes. This latest version is an intriguing mix of so many pros and a few downsides. For the lovers of the Winflo, this version will be very interesting. Visually, it's looking even better and the comfort has gone way up. So guys, stay tuned as I take you through a tour of the features and performance of this latest version. But before we go into that, guys, please take a minute, click that subscribe button. It helps the channel to grow. And if you like the contents of this video, please never hesitate to click the like button. And if possible, share this video with your running buddies. You never know who might benefit. Now, let's head back to the shoe reviews, of course, which is why we are here today. The look of this new version changed completely. With this midsole jutting out behind and the design, the way this goes here, the silhouette is looking more like the Nike Downshifter 13. However, the materials of this shoe are definitely more premium than what they used in the Nike Downshifter 13. Same thing that you have in the Winflo 10. The upper here is double layer, is even thicker and much more padded. It feels very soft and plush around the feet. Very, very comfortable. And if you look at it, still more padding in the upper parts of the collar and the heel counter to ensure a better ankle comfort and support, as well as keeping the heel locked down in place. The tongue is thick and soft with ample padding, so it is very comfortable under the laces. Like in the V10, of course, it is gusseted. You can see it here. And together with this lacing system, the mid-foot band and the collar and ankle padding, the lockdown is superb. Like the V10, the midsole is made of the Nike cushion with a full-length air column embedded within it. However, this version received a massive increase in stack height that has raised the cushion level tremendously to near max level. The exact stack height of this shoe is not in the Nike website, but they told us that it has a 10mm heel-to-toe drop. When I checked on the net, some of those who have taken measurements are saying that this has 40mm in the heel and 30mm in the forefoot. However, what I did myself is to compare these shoes to shoes with known stack height, So what I did is put this shoe on one foot and put the Invincible 3 and the Nova Blast 4 on the other foot. And they were just marginally higher than these shoes. I also put the Puma Magnify Nitro 2 on the other shoe, and this was actually higher than that. So I will put the stack height of these two between 38 to 39mm. And if you see it, it is very soft and rebounds nicely. The midsole is nicely soft and cushy. In fact, you will feel the air column under your feet. Notice these side walls. These are not all midsole. The midsole is actually at about this level. Riding up here on the sides, getting up to the midsole here are side walls. So these side walls extends from the heel area down to the midfoot here. So what they do is that they kind of cradles the feet, giving more stability to this. So these shoes actually have much better stability than the V10. Of course, the insole is gummed to the midsole like in the previous version. It is very thick and soft, giving a very nice and sweet underfoot feel. And then if we look at the outsole is even more aggressive in this version and thick. It gives a very nice grip on both pavement and light trails. Slightly different pattern from the version 10 and slightly thicker too, so I expect more miles in this. So now, how does this fit? Well, this fits true to size. I got my usual size in this and they fit nicely. The lockdown is excellent both in the midfoot and in the heel. I think a combination of this lacing system, the midfoot band, the gusseted tongue, as well as padding on the upper parts of the collar and heel counter all help to make the lockdown in these shoes superb. The toe box is also pretty good. Comfortable and supportive upper with a very good underfoot feel. Gave an excellent overall comfort on feet. And now the weight, of course, we put them on the scale, and that is where this version takes another knock. These weigh 329 grams in men's US size 11. 35 grams heavier than the version 10. We have seen this in so many shoes this time. The Pegasus 40 heavier than the Pegasus 39. Prime X Strong 2 so much heavier than the Prime X Strong 1. One thing that is common in all these shoes is that they are prioritizing comfort. Of course, with a much higher stack of midsole, increased weight of the shoe, and more padding. This is expected. And now to the run test itself. I found them to be well cushioned, very stable, decently responsive and supportive with smooth transitions. Heel or forefoot striking, they felt great. And it can do well on light trails too. Just check out the aggressive outsole pattern. Overall, they gave a very comfortable and smooth ride. Many people have complained about the stability of the Winflo series, but I guess there won't be much complaint like that in this version because Nike seemed to have fixed that, as these shoes did not show that weakness. I found them nicely stable as most other neutral runners out there. Maybe the marginally increased width of the heel and forefoot areas of this shoe, as well as these sidewalls which I mentioned earlier, helped to do the magic. They also protected the legs very nicely. I've done a 10-kilometer run in this and they felt very comfortable for me. Post run, my legs felt great. Unfortunately, the breathability suffered in this. The feet got warm quite easily. I guess that's the price you pay for all the padding. Now, this felt great for easy to medium pace runs, daily miles in comfort up to half a marathon. I believe that's what Nike prioritized in these shoes. Overall, they felt more comfortable but less dynamic than its predecessor, the Winflo 10. I guess that will be due to the increased weighting. You can do all the runs, speed walk and all that in the V10, which weighs 296 grams. But in this version with 329 grams, you might struggle with pace. Now, these are selling in the US for $105. Here in Saudi Arabia, it's over 600 Saudi Riyal, But of course, the price usually drops quite quickly, especially for this model. The previous version, when it came out, they also listed it here in Saudi Arabia for $650. And within a couple of months, I bought it for, I think, 301 Saudi Riyal. That's less than $80 even. So in summary, the version 11 of the Nike Winflo series came with a new look, much better comfort and stability, also looking sturdier. I think these are going to last more than the Winflo 10. Also a shoe you can enjoy for walks, for gym, or just simply use them as casual. Now the Winflo 11 should interest those looking for a premium feel at affordable price. I know that a question many people will be asking is it worth an upgrade if you have the version 10? This version came with so much more padding, so much more comfort, but unfortunately the weight also increased. So whether you want to upgrade in this shoe will depend on what you are looking for. If you are looking for better comfort, then these shoes are worth upgrading because this is so much more comfortable than the version 10. But if you are looking for more speed, more dynamism, then the version 10 will be the one that you should be looking at. These are infinitely more stable than the version 10, so you also have that at the back of your mind. Now, how does these shoes stack up against its competitors? The first one, the Pegasus, for instance, the Pegasus 40. Well, these are definitely more comfortable than the Pegasus 40, but because they are heavier, the Pegasus 40 in the same size weigh about 220 grams, probably slightly more responsive than these shoes, but these are infinitely more comfortable than the Nike Pegasus 40. Now, if you also look at other shoes in the same range, just like the Adidas Adizero SL of this is also so much heavier. That one is even so much lighter, I think 275 grams in the same size, so it is also more dynamic, but of course, the cushion in this makes them also much more interesting. Another shoe which I must mention here is the Downshifter 13. Now, this looks slightly more premium and will probably last longer, but the two shoes share a similar kind of profile. Another shoe is the Puma Velocity Nitro 3. It has the advantage of being lighter than this shoe, 296 or thereabout. Definitely more responsive than this, but the Winflo 11 is also much more comfortable. This shoe should be one of the most comfortable shoes in the $100. So guys, this is my first run experience in the Nike Winflo 11. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you in the next one.